This is the apology of Pete Harris at the gates of a new year, 2024, and I'm explaining why I need to start a school of philosophy, wisdom, wizardry, whatever we call it. Let's start the damn thing. Back in 2012 I wrote The Long-Awaited School of Wisdom and Wizardry. As promised in the last post, I'll now jot down what I glimpsed so far of the once and future school of the perennial wisdom. And it goes on, and it's inspiring, it's exciting, but I did not do it. And then, in 2020, I wrote Sylvan Tree Mystery School, this is 2022. There was one in 2022 as well, in 2020 as well. Remembering together a re-enchanted future, a great awakening, drawing from the deep past the perennial wisdom and the eternally magic present. Convened by Peter Harris, MA Philosophy, builder of Cafe Utopia, artist, inventor, entrepreneur, founder of Dreamspace Workshops and Gallery. And it goes on and is very inspiring. The fairs are now soul-sized. The enterprise is exploration into God, or the mystery. Where are you making for? It takes so many thousand years to wake, but will you wake for pity's sake? Christopher Fry, 1951, Sleep of Prisons. So wherever we are on this mystery tour, pilgrimage and journey of life, we are equidistant from infinity, but we spiral upwards as we're driven by adversity or joy in learning and growing to experience more of the mystery, and through each turn we discover the place anew, but at a higher level of knowing, loving and belonging. Starting the Sylvan Tree Mystery School, aka, well, what we're going to, just a spoiler alert, it's now called Dreamweavers. And I wrote in, at the beginning of the year, 8th of the 1st, 24, I wrote Dreamweavers. Here at Dreamspace and Wizard Workshops, a hotbed of creativity in arts, crafts and philosophy, we're starting the long postponed Wisdom School. You don't say. Starting now, enroll at will. Dreamweavers is for us, serious dreamers, to manifest our aspirations and destinies with powerful techniques based on better models of reality, both physical and metaphysical. And there's a focus on meeting and connecting. So we most teach what we need to learn. I need to learn how to actually connect. Real life is meeting, I'm thou, Martin Buber. We all want appreciation, purpose and connection, but many of us feel a deep lack of these things in spite of social media or because of it. Peter Harris, aka the Wizard of Utopia, is now offering a space and a methodology for meaningful meeting and creative connection. The process is connected with my 4-phase, love, beauty, truth, freedom. It's a clock, it's a labyrinth that you can walk, and it is quite central to how we manifest in the world. And I believe it can be taught and help us to understand what our place is in the great process of culture, of society, and of individual creativity. So I want to teach it to intelligent, seeking people who are looking for more meaningful models of life, the universe, and everything. And the logo here, which is a very ancient logo from decades ago, has the labyrinth on the horizontal plane and a staff or tree of life staff on the vertical plane. And that is very important because the vertical represents how humans basically join earth. They're very earthy, we're very earthy, we're grounded, we're animals, we have feelings, we have instincts, and we have a mind, and that connects us with the heavens, with the world, the unseen world, which I believe is in which we live and move and have our being. So these two the plane and the vertical axis, represent everything of wisdom. There's 7 all up. There's the earth and the sky, which is the continuum the vertical that the human being can bridge between the heaven and the earth, and that is our embodied life. We are not, we do not have a soul, as I believe C.S. Lewis said, but we are a soul having a human experience, a bodily experience. So this is a framework and a model, and there are other models too of our physical being that go into things like our nervous being, our brain, our body connection, the vagus nerve, all of this stuff. There are models which are better than metaphors. They're better than simply saying life is like a box of chocolates. That can be useful, but models are the ideal. If we can have a model of the universe and of ourselves, we can really conform ourselves to reality more precisely and powerfully. So I believe that if we get together and explore reality as how we manifest love, beauty, truth, freedom, which is new input, new ideas, new reasoning and logic, and then new output and action, that is a model for manifesting heaven on earth. And we have to have a vision of heaven, or we have to have a vision of what we're going to start, what we're going to create, and that's our dream. So Dream Weavers, the name for that, the reason I'm thinking call it Dream Weavers is we all have a dream within us, something that we believe secretly often that we can do, or that we have been created to do, but we haven't been able to bring it out. And there's this strange fear of our higher possibilities. So that is something that Dreamweavers hopefully can help a few chosen people, or a few self-chosen people, to explore and to break through, so that they actually know how to manifest their possibility of their dream. So it's definitely a group. It's a very intense seeking together, and it's within a very structured, if you like, intellectual structure, which helps, because when we meet, the tendency is we conflict between these different phases of the process. So we can actually start a meeting, and we go on to the blue zone, the blue phase, which is love and listening, and we agree on, we tell each other what our facts are, what are we bringing to the thing, what do we think, where do we think we are at, and all that. 5 minutes or 15 minutes of that, then 15 minutes of possibility thinking, then 15 minutes of critique and what is best out of all those ideas, and then finally 15 minutes of saying, all right, well, who will do what and when, and if it's individual dream weaving, then each person that goes through that process individually, but also with the group. And very important point is that in a group we can actually, as this wonderful Barbara Scher, she says, now where did I say that? Oh, Barbara Scher. She makes it crystal clear in a little talk on YouTube. She did lots of talks, but one of them was called Isolation is the Dream Killer, not your lousy attitude, or not your attitude. And she says lousy in the thing. And in that talk, she says, well, when she got a group together and said, right, share me, what is your dream and what is your obstacle? Or what are your obstacles that in your mind, what stops you from having that dream? And then everyone in the group can think, well, hey, yeah, well, I know about X, Y, Z, and I'll tell, and they tell the person what and they contribute, and that person gets an opening, and it happens, and they get really, really excited. Hey, it's not impossible. And so that is part of what we would do. We would share resources and ideas, and we're only 6 degrees of separation from anyone else in the world. So we are now running into a longer meeting, but that's okay.